Hello there, it's me, Egil, once again. I've got to tell you a story that had severe consequences in times to come. And it's Loki's children and the Binding of Fenrir. The gods met daily at the Well of Erd, and there they would discuss the problems of the day. And today was no exception. And of course the subject was Loki. He says, okay, anybody got any problems? Thor stood up and says, yeah, we've got this Loki thing again. Well, it's not so much Loki, said Frey. It's more his children. I mean, Sleipnir, fine, no problems. But the other three, do explain, said Odin. Well, Loki, as you know, gets rather bored at times and slips over to Jotunheim, and there's a giantess called Angerbrodde. You know, I mean, but he doesn't take care. He's had 3 children. Really? Yeah. There is the goddess Hel. From the top to her waist, she looks like an ordinary woman. But from the waist down, she is putrid and horrible. Not to put finer point on it, mate. She stinks. Woof. Yeah. There's also, of course, Sleipnir. Not Sleipnir, I've got that wrong. No, I mean Jormungand the serpent. They all look alike to me. Jormungand the serpent. You mean that big coily snaky thing? Yeah, the big coily snaky thing. Yeah, and of course Fenrir. It's like a wolf, but it's so big and powerful. Yeah, I know what you mean. You want to be careful when you're eating your dinner near old Fenrir. Ugh. What are we going to do about it? Well, I suppose we've got to do something, said Odin, scratching his beard. I know. Time to take action. Okay, boss. They went out and they found Jormungand. Odin said, right, your time here is over, matey. And he threw the snake over the walls of Asgard. And the snake went flying through the air, straight through Middle Earth, into the sea. Tsh! Oi, where's my serpent? He's fallen in the water. And the serpent grew, grew and grew, so much so that it circled the earth, and its tail was in his mouth, and is the root of all evil upon earth. Well, that sorted that out. What about the girl there? Oh, Hel. Yeah. She was cast down through the earth into the low realms of the earth. And there she was to look after the dead. Oh, thanks, she said. Not that anybody cares. That's a rotten horrible job you give me. Oh, shut up, just get on with it. Huh? Okay, said Hel. And she had built a fortress there. And all the dead go there and get sorted out. Who's going to Valhalla and who's going elsewhere. Straw deaths, warriors' deaths and things of that nature. And more on her in another story. Which leaves Fenrir. I don't know, said Thor. That looks a bit tricky. I know what. We'll chain him up. Easier said than done, isn't it? Ah, come on. What is it? It's a wolf. It's a big wolf, I'll grant you. But hey, wolf. Come on. Okay. And they forged the links of a massive chain. And this chain, but he will break that. Now we're going to get the wolf to do it. Leave it to me, said Odin. Hey, Fenrir. What? This chain. I had a bet with Thor that you can't break these chains. Oh yeah, said Fenrir, looking a bit suspicious. Nah, he'll never do it, said Thor. It's impossible. Nobody in this earth could break that chain. It is so strong. Yeah, want a bet, said Fenrir, his hackles rising. Okay, there's only one way to test it. And they chained him up. bit tighter, mate, said Fenrir, and they tightened the chain round his legs, around his chest. All right, said Odin, sitting back with a horn of mead. Let's see you get out of that one. Fenrir thought, no problem. He inflated his lungs. His chest expanded. Ping, ping, ping. Chain links flew all over. Whoa, nearly had my eye out there, said Frey. God dear. Job's a good un, said Fenrir. Huh, I told you I could bust it. There ain't no chain in this world or the next that'll hold me down, matey boy. Maybe he's got a point. So they went to the dwarves again, and this time they fashioned a chain. The links were so big that it took 2 of the gods to lift it. God, if he gets out of this one, said Thor, I'll be very surprised. Yeah, I know what you mean, said Odin. Okay. Double or quits then, Fenrir. What? Fenrir had been sitting in the sun and was feeling a bit woozy. What do you want now? Look, we've got this other chain. It was obvious that the chain we got you was so feeble. But, you know, put your money where your mouth is, Fenrir. Oh, all right then. Come on, son, put it on me then. Is that it? Tighten it up, mate, tighten it up. And here we have a chain Bragi just threw at me. And here it is. Right, we'll link that into here. That goes, here, mind me ears. Okay, fair enough. So Fenrir was bound in this massive, all you could see was his nose and a pair of glittering eyes. Well, I think that one's sorted, said Odin. Don't you believe it, said Thor. You're such a worrywart, aren't you? Oh, that's just not how things go, mate. And all of a sudden, the wolf expanded his chest, his eyes were red, and there was a snorting. And all of a sudden, the chain was burst asunder. Told you, mate, no chain can hold me. We've got problems here, he's getting a bit suspicious. Feed him somebody. And they threw him half an ox. He galloped that down, they threw him the other half. I know, said Odin, and he went down to the dwarves. What a decent chain, mate, okay? You know the sort of thing I mean. I'll pay you, but I want a decent chain. Something that looks weak, but is very strong. Got a very thing for you. And the dwarves, there was banging of hammers, there was funny coloured smokes, there were runes were cast, weird chants, and then out came a long, it looked like rope rather than a chain. I think you got me wrong here, mate, said Odin. I wanted a chain. It is a chain. Trust me. This chain will never, ever break. Yeah, I've heard that before. Look, mate, if you're not up to it, look, this chain is great. What's so great about it, said Odin. Well, it's made with special things and magical spells. Like what? It's the fall of a cat's paw. It's the hair off a woman's beard. It's the breath of a fish. Alright, if you don't want to tell me, there's no need to take the mickey. No, mate, that's what it's made of. Trust me. I'm not stupid. You know, we've been doing this a few years now. Okay, here you go. Bag of gold for you. Odin went back up to Asgard. Have you got it sorted, said Thor. That blooming wolf, he's getting a bit suspicious. Okay. Fenrir! What? Said the wolf. This is the 3rd time you've disturbed me now. Come on, mate. Fair's fair. I've done that. Yeah. 3rd time pays for all. How about that? Oh, yeah. Look, mate, there's something not right here. You keep chaining me up. I keep busting the chains. What is your game? Would I lie to you, said Odin? Trust me. Yeah, I've heard that one before and all, said Fenrir, snorting, playfully kicking a wolf, a dog out of the way. Look, we're going to chain you up and I'll guarantee you'll break it. What's the point of doing that? Well, Thor says you'll never do it. Oh, did he now? Yes, he did. Oh, thanks, Odin, said Thor. No problem. Anyway, off we go. Are you up for it? Oh, I tell you what, said Fenrir. I smell something fishy here, mate. I don't trust you lot. Really, I am surprised, said Odin, faking humility and being hurt. All right, you've given me a challenge, I'll give you a challenge. I want one of you jokers to put their hand in my mouth while I do it. Any takers? Ooh, dear no, I've got to wallpaper the cat, said Thor, walking away. Freya says, no, my dinner's ready, I'm off. Tyr looked around. Tyr, the god of victory. All right, said Tyr. Someone's got to do it, might as well be me. I am not afraid of you, right? The day I'm frightened of a flea carrier like you is the day I have to pack it in. Well, okay, matey, said Fenrir, slightly put out. He didn't like being called a flea bag, you know what I'm saying. So, they bound him with this. It's a bit thin, is this, said Fenrir. Give over moaning, it'll be all right, said Thor. They tightened it. Is that tight enough for you? Yeah, said Fenrir. Come on. Tyr put his hand into Fenrir's mouth. Now you behave yourself, said Tyr. And Fenrir struggled, and the rope got tighter. He thought, hello, someone's playing a trick on me here. And he struggled again, and tighter and tighter. The veins in his neck were standing out, foam in his mouth. I think we've done it, said Odin. And Fenrir got so angry, he bit down hard. Tyr's hand was severed. Yeah, rotten little... Oh, God, that hurt. And... right, we've chained him up with those jaws. You've seen what it's done to Fenrir. Fenrir did to Tyr's hand. I know. They took the sword of Tyr, rammed it, the point up into the top jaw, and the hilt down into his mouth. Right, that's sorted that out now, eh? Well, do you think it'll hold? It'll hold until the end of time. Ragnarok, eh? Who believes that one? Yeah, well, I wouldn't push it, said Thor, because that wolf doesn't like you, and one day, one way, it'll have you. But that, as they say, is another story. I hope you've enjoyed this one, and any wolves out there, I'm sorry, it used to be bad, but I'm alright now. So, take care, be groovy, and have a good day. Bye. Oh, by the way, if you like this, leave a comment and hashtag Sagas, and the world will be your oyster. Woo! Bye.